Darnell,
you
don't turn us into those guys. Don't turn us.
Don't. Oh, what? Who the fuck? Who the fuck have I been friends with for 3 years?
Darnell,
what the fuck is this?
Don't turn. No, man, it's kiwi. Nah. Listen, it's a hydration drink. It's got lime in it. It's a refreshing cucumber.
Fucking cucumber.
Fucking cucumbers. And what's at the bottom of my drink? A cucumber. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Growing Up Kayfabe. I am your host, Joe. This is my co-host, as always, Darnell.
Fuck. Yo, what's up? I'm doing some house cleaning shit that I should have done forever ago, but, you know, shout out to body leveling. Cleaning up my my monitor one, because for some reason when it moved out of the docks and shit, or the desktop things, like since it's ultra wide, it only cut off like half the screen, so there's just icons in the middle for no reason.
By the intensity of the way you were looking at your scrn and doing what you're doing,
yeah.
I swear I thought the words that were going to come out of your mouth was, I'm just data mining right now. I'm crypto farming, and
hell no. That would be crazy.
You're pulling a Jordan. You're like, I'm hacking the mainframe currently right now. I'm almost in. Boom. Guys, we are the Yes and No of Wrestling podcast, the Yeet and No Yeet of Wrestling podcast. And as always, we go over the week in wrestling, the most important promos, wrestling spots, wrestling matches, news to bring to you from the past week in wrestling. Starting, as always, with the Monday Night Raw episode. Last Monday on USA, did a little ode to where they even showed people like Edge and Chris Jericho, which I thought was hilarious. But
hey, we don't have that old man here, so that's why they can do that.
I was like, no hard feelings.
Bro, we're not butthurt, bro. Yeah,
no hard feelings, guys. This episode of Raw, I'm not gonna lie to you, I remember I had to like take a step away, and we were hanging out with our friend that brought us some food that day. But I had my headset on, so I was standing over there in the hallway, and I was just like looking over here, and I just had like my headset around my neck, and I would just keep putting one earphone up. I'd be like, "Oh shit!" And I'd come run over and say something to you guys. But
I don't even remember Monday. Not gonna lie.
We'll go through it. Don't worry. And that's a typical running point for us. We start to go, and then there's got to be one part where Darnell goes, "I don't remember none of that."
It's because it's fucking Monday, bro.
Yeah, like, no, I had to look it up too, because I was like,
cooked by the end of the week
for sure. And also this Friday was a 3-hour episode that was a banger, so that it also affects the memory a lot. But on Monday, one of the first things that happened, they started the show with Heat with the New Day, and I like this idea of like Jey Uso coming out and like trying to help them talk, but nothing helped them talk. And then Jey Uso also was like, "Nah, no yeet to you motherfuckers. You guys are bad. New Day sucks."
Yeah, it was kind of fucked up. They hit him with the New Day sucks.
All for Drew to come in and just beat that ass on Jay. Does one of these all the way down. Hey, I'm done. Guys, I'm fine. You don't even have to hold me. Yeet. Fucking yeets around them and goes and fucks them up some more. It's on site for everybody in the Bloodline.
Which also kind of loops into Friday night when Kevin walked past Jay and Jimmy, and they were like, "What? We got problems?" And he's like, "Nah, but you better watch your back." So it's just like, yeah, you still got to worry about Drew, but also now you got to kind of worry about Kevin, because you don't know what he's gonna do anymore.
The new fucking
Bro is just gonna pop up.
Bro, it's the new NWO. Drew, KO, and who was it? Seth. It's got to be the new NWO.
We'll just make something brand new. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck doing old stuff.
No, yeah. The other thing that happened on Monday was the continuation of the women's Intercontinental title. We now have the finals all picked out. Dakota Kai versus Valkyria. I'm hoping for Dakota Kai, but I think I the more I think about it, the more I'm like, they're probably gonna put this on Valkyria.
I say give it to Dakota because they already have one NXT. Well, technically they've had two NXT people be ridiculously pushed and been successful since they stepped foot in being Braun, and then Tiffany finally fucking cashing in on Friday.
Yep.
And then you got Valkyria, and then you got Carmelo, who just like Carmelo. Well, Carmelo, honestly, he really did get a good push in the beginning because who the fuck gets called to the main roster and then fights for the fucking title same night? Like the fuck, who does that? Nobody.
Non-title match, but it was still.
Oh, it was still not title.
Yeah,
I thought it was okay. But yeah, the fact that happened and then Valkyria got pushed all the way from the time she got in, like for the Queen of the Ring stuff too.
right.
So it was like, okay, cool, you did some stuff. But I feel like she might have been hurt, which is why she was gone for so long for a minute.
Yeah, maybe. I know she was. I know they like kind of reignited the thing on NXT with her, and that just like literally they just dropped it. They were like, no, never mind. But I think that like the push is starting to work for her in WWE, like in the main roster. I think I'm hearing people, do her intro. I think that like you said, like with that heavy of a push, this is the proper push. But now she's been around for enough time. But I like you said, I guess I'm okay with either. They've kind of really set it up for like I think fans will be happy one way or the other. Like some may be upset a little bit because they wanted one or the other to win, but I think the fans that are most upset are Zoe Stark fans. They're like, this is bullshit. This is robbery.
Yeah. I wish they'd get behind her, but they just fucking absolutely refuse to. And it's just like, damn.
Yeah.
She's athletic as fuck. She's fun to watch, but then everyone's just like, no. And it's just like, okay, damn.
She's got comedy to her, and she's pretty decent on the mic. Like she's not the greatest ever, but she's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's her and Shayna where like they will just drop the ball. They're just like, hey, that's what they're hitting them with, basically.
It's funny too because the more like we've talked about it, I brought it up in a question form and we talked about it a couple times. But like, when like stars will like when females will bring up like for their promos, they'll bring up like past women in NXT, that have like Julia just did it this past week where she brings up women and their reigns as NXT Women's Champion. And like every time they show the presentation in that moment where it's showing the past of that moment, like when Shayna was NXT champion, and just the presentation, like they have like probably vignettes they've shot before with her, or like just for like certain that exact reason. The presentation alone of her is incredible for that time. So where they just drop it, it's like, I don't know. I don't know.
Because it's crazy. Like when we finally started like actually watching wrestling again, it was a tail end of that shit with Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch, and Zoe was there, and that was supposed to be a push for Zoe, but as soon as fucking Trish left, it was like no. And it's just like, damn,
what happened there?
I just got here. I like what I'm seeing. Trish can leave. Don't care.
She left. Yeah, it was the proper send off. Everything was
And then they were just like, no, we don't like that one that she left behind.
Hear us out. Hear us out. Gay faction. She was like, okay.
She's like, I'm not gay, but all right, whatever.
All right. They said, oh, you're not? Okay, but still, gay faction? Yeah, let's talk about the tag team match. The 6-man tag team match. I don't know why I always do that, but anyway, the 6-man tag team match. War Raiders, Judgment Day, Damian Priest. Judgment Day gets a new intro music, so it's like yet again there's this like push for this, not like from the fans, or it's just like a visible push of the group breaking up, and then out of nowhere, new music. You're like, for what though?
Yeah, it's none of the OG members because Finn's gonna be gone.
Yeah,
so they gotta have something because it was kind of a surprise to me that they were still using the same music they were using from when they had Damian and Rhea in there still.
Yeah.
And they just kept using it even though they were gone, and I was just like, okay. And then that's why they pretty much did a remix of Damian's old music. Like they took his old music and then he just redid the vocals and they did some guitar shit in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool, this is fitting for you.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, it as music itself, I do not like it, but as intro music for them, I think it's pretty good. Definitely fits them. It sounds like street trash, just like them. Street trash.
Where the fuck has he been at?
Bro, I don't know.
I just thought of like, bro, like he wasn't there for any of the pre-recorded shit.
Mm-mm.
He must have just went home. He was like, yeah, fuck y'all.
Yeah, probably took a vacation. Couldn't come back and probably do some fucking mean fucking since they're not doing Cody and KO on Saturday Night Main Event, they'll probably do something with Gunther on Saturday Night Main Event then.
Kind of weird that they're trying to bring that back, make it a thing.
Yeah, I guess they make things work so much better than when they tried things back then. Even if something's a flop now, like it can still kind of work out at least for one night. But yeah, I mean, I think they got it right. It's a good way to every other month have some like TV style PLE where it's not like crazy, but there's some title matches, title changes can happen. Also, yeah, it does bring a great stage for like mid-card title changeovers and mid-card mid-shit, like things of that nature. Because the first one, I'm curious about the first one they stacked out because it's the first one that they're coming back with. Well, I wonder if they'll be the same way for the second one though, and the ones going forward.
They'd have to, because if not, you're just kind of wasting people's Saturday nights, and especially for us motherfuckers are UFC fans. It's like, bitch, I don't need a fight night and a pay-per-view on the same goddamn night again.
For sure.
Yeah. Annoying.
And so they would have to stack it out. Yeah, I agree. Every time. We'll just bring Jesse Ventura back for each one. Make sure you do that too.
No, don't stress that old man out.
No. We need to stress him out a little bit, at least once every few months.
Nah, he's already old, and he was a politician.
We need him. We need him.
Nah. We need just bring back people who are willing to come back.
Jonathan Coachman.
No, he already talks plenty of shit about everything still, and it's like, dog, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, for real.
Please. But Ricky Steamboat, you have DDP.
Oh yeah.
I guess you can maybe get Kevin Nash if he doesn't want to cry the whole time.
No, thank you.
Yeah, it was like Razor Ramon's dead, so there's no that. Just bring back old wrestlers who are chill with being on commentary. That's it. You ain't got to be the same person all the time.
On some shit right now, fuck Kevin Nash as a wrestler, like altogether. Like when I think about like all my favorite. Never once, like I think like somebody in my family like Kevin Nash, so like that's why like at some points as a kid like I was like cool like with liking Kevin Nash. Like sure, his appearance was cool. Like, he's a big motherfucker. He's bigger than everybody else there. I promise you, I swear to God, for half the time in like knowing him, I just thought he was the dude from Metallica. I thought that's why everybody liked him. I thought he was Lars. I was like, I don't. Anyway. Fuck yeah, he's nothing. He's a blip on the history of wrestling, in my opinion. To where I'm like, when people are like, I'm like, what did he pave? What road did he pave? He didn't do shit for big men. He didn't do shit for younger wrestlers. The only person he ever saved was somebody who didn't need saving because it would have been fine without him. Was fucking Viscera. The world would have been a better place if he just wasn't wrestling. And then he was like, no, Vince. I know he literally shattered my back in my entire wrestling career. Keep going with it. It's good. Don't worry about it. And you're like, where's the people are like, isn't that such a nice thing he did? I'm like, no. What? That was dumb. That's a dumb decision to make. Fuck Kevin Nash altogether.
I just liked the nigga because my mom liked him.
Right. See,
and then I was just like, oh, look at that. Look how many times your knees have given out.
Yeah.
Mid-stride.
I mean,
it's crazy.
And here's the thing. Yeah, you could say this. Dude could do a mean power bomb. You know how many people he fucked up with that power bomb? He was a stiff power bomb guy. He would get you up, and there was a lot of guys, especially the bigger guys, he couldn't get him up because he actually wasn't really all that crazy strong. So he would lift him up halfway and chuck him down so they can get the impact and just spike dudes. And I'm like, bro, that is not good wrestling. Anyway. Hey, look, if Kevin Nash wants to take some time to talk shit, we'll take some time to talk shit about Kevin Nash. But speaking of talking shit, I mean, you know, you could see a promo segment that's getting promoted, and you can be like, man, that's gonna be fire. but you'd never know how crazy it's going to be until it happens. Like Seth Rollins and CM Punk. I mean,
At least said that was all unscripted, and the only reason I think it really was unscripted is when Bro said, "Yeah, my wife took some time off to raise our kid." Bet you don't know what that feels like. I was
yeah.
like, that was real personal.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, buddy, bring it back a little bit.
They
what
got
are you doing?
everybody, and I mean, and I honestly, I got to give I'm not picking a winner in that verbal debate. I don't know who actually won that because they threw some mean shots, but I just give kudos to CM Punk because I think Seth was digging way more personal, and at some point I was like, how the fuck CM Punk say anything? What's he gonna say besides fuck you or call him the cunt or something like that? Like I don't know what you could do, and instead he just went on this like crazy poetic rant about like the fucking there you can tell pioneers. Yeah, I was like, and he brought that real full circle. I was like, that's actually pretty badass. Because otherwise, if that was me, I'd be like, fuck you fuck, and I'd try and kill him. I'd be like, I don't
know. Yeah, pretty much. The only other thing that I thought was cool was the whole arrows in the back thing, and then someone brought up the last shirt he was wearing, or like one of the last merch shirts he was wearing before he left the WWE, and it was the hand raised with like a handful of arrows, but only like one of two of them were actually red arrows, like covered in blood and everything, and it was just like, damn, bro was sending the message to everybody even back then, and so nobody cared.
I thought it was a dumb line from Seth when he was like, I mean, it just felt like a waste of breath thing to try to point out the AEW thing because he was kind of wrong. He's like, you wouldn't ran to the other company. How'd that work for you? And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, he was champion. Like he was literally the top draw in the company. Literally main evented. Like
they made a whole new show for his ass because other people didn't really want to work with him.
Yeah, I was like, it actually went fairly well. Personally, he didn't like it, so you could. I was like, but. Yeah, I thought that was a waste of time to just bring up AEW because I'm like, it didn't fail AEW. He just didn't like it anymore, so just left. Like, fuck it.
And he even was still professional about it. He quit same day as his last match. He could have left before the match and like, nah, fuck you. You don't have a main event anymore. But he at least went and did it, and then was like, all right, now fuck you. Okay?
Yeah, for sure. Great promo between them. Fucking incredible. Definitely going to be... I like the fact that this is happening now. And I like that, wrestling fan, whatever. We're like, okay, yeah, Punk, Rollins at Mania or whatever it may be. And they're like, no, Punk Rollins, Netflix, Punk Rollins probably fucking Rumble or some shit like that. Saturday Night Main Event something, Punk Rollins Mania, Punk Rollins somebody, whoever it may be, because they're really going to get way more out of this now by having them go now and having some best of 3 series.
This shit just really leaves Gunther in the air. It's like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
John's coming back Monday. So
yeah. Oh, yes, he is.
That could be his first stop.
Tomorrow.
It's like, oh, yeah, this big, tall Austrian son of a bitch. He's the champ right now. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah. They say that the match that's like written in stone right now is Cody Cena, and I hope that's not the case because Cena says he wants to like put over Cody, and it's like, bro, we want to see you win at Mania, dog. Like,
nah, he's just giving up. He's giving up his brownie point since he took him away from everybody else on his way for 10, almost 15 years of him just saying, no, fuck you to everybody.
Yeah. Not Cody Rhodes going around backstage saying, whoa, smoking mirrors.
Somebody did a really good edit. They were like, they don't want to see Cena talking against Cody ever again. But they edited it was that part-timer speech he gave Roman.
Oh.
So they removed Roman and just put Cody there instead. And like for a minute I was like, hold on, this sounds familiar. I'm like, I don't think he said this to Cody. Like, he did say this to Roman.
Right. Damn. I mean, Cena's gonna be mint condition promo. It's gonna be real good. I haven't heard him cut an actual promo, like besides the retirement promo. God, I don't even know for how long.
Nah, his last good one before that was even after he lost to Solo, and he could barely even fucking talk, and and then he even said it. He's like, I can barely talk, and I'm giving less time than you, and I'm still gonna bury your ass. And it's just like, damn. You know what Solo did? Nothing. He just stared at him like, damn. All right, bro.
Okay.
Meanwhile, it's
That
like
was
bro could go toe to toe with you, and they're just not letting him. But all
That's
right.
the tribal chief right there. I love you, Solo. I wanted to talk about Tuesday NXT because I mean things are still a banger over there. Things are still crazy over there. But specifically, something I wanted to talk about the trio name, the fucking, or maybe I did bring it up. I don't remember, but the trio name for Tatum Paxley, Gigi Dolan, and Shotzi, incredible. Calling them Chemical X, like that's a slap upside the head of Pure Fusion Collective and fucking Fatal Influence and being like, now that's how you name a faction. That's how you do it.
They all had the hair for it already.
Perfect. It's so good. I remember like watching it too. Like I wasn't like listening properly or whatever, maybe, but I remember looking at them going like, they look very Powerpuff Girl-esque. That's funny. And then I had to like, yeah.
Except the reason I even saw it was because everybody was like, that wasn't very straight, a straight way for Shotzi to push Gigi like that. And I was like, yeah, that was pretty lesbian. Go back and watch it. Because I was just like, you don't push people like that normally, bro.
I'll have to check it out. Okay. So a couple of episodes ago, I brought up how Gigi Dolan got brought back, and then she immediately got to squish, like fucking basically squish Izzy Dame. And at the time, I couldn't remember Izzy Dame's name. Now I do, and now they're using Izzy Dame more. Shouts out. But I don't know what they're gonna do with that lady, Izzy Dame. I don't know. But she's like beefing right now with Sol Ruka and Zarya, which is also a funny thing. Zarya and Sol Ruka are just like kind of like hanging out all the time. I'm like, cool. And then shout out to the last thing I just wanted to bring up on NXT was the friendship battle, the friendship falling apart between the nerdy wrestler and the Adonis. And what's her name? Oh man, Nikita Lyons getting involved in their match to help Adonis win, and her little like it's just, like I like her doing this whole like you're lost thing to him shit, but she's still flirting with him, and he'll just be like, nah, I can't. I like, you know, Katana Chance or whatever her name is, and she'll be like whatever and start like twerking, and you'll be like fucking okay.
Yeah, she's just getting heat all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody's like, why is she back? She's way worse than when she left. And it's like, and then they're always just like, yeah, I get she blew both of her knees out, but still, and I'm just like, nah, I get it. It's real unfortunate.
I think she's great. I think it's great. I would like to see more of her.
I just say I want to just give her more time since she just got back.
Yeah.
And also, it's like I thought they were gonna have like do something with her and Oba like as like a straight up team up.
That would have been so cool.
And then they only had the one time thing, and it was just like, damn, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I was excited about that too. I don't know why that fell through, but it would have been really cool to do. That would have been. I mean, it could still kind of happen, especially if he becomes NXT champion. Could totally happen.
Yeah.
But we all know Julia is gonna be NXT Women's Champion as of Tuesday. I think it's their. Oh no, because it's gonna be their PLE. I don't remember Tuesday.
Yeah, that's on Tuesday. They're
Okay.
gonna have it. It's gonna be a fucking pay-per-view, but also on TV.
Right. Yeah, for sure. They don't do this much setup and have Julia do this rematch for no reason. 100% Julia's taking that title, and then Roxanne's going right up to the main roster.
She needs to go to Raw because Raw needs help with their women's stuff.
Yeah, and
because everyone's tied into factions or just not wrestling.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Roxanne, but I agree that this would be a perfect time for her right now, and she'd fit right in. Friday night. What was it? The 3-hour first Friday of the year, 3-hour special. And fuck, I mean, that shit. I did not see that coming. I was watching late at night before bed because I have to wake up early on Saturdays. And they were like 3 hours, and Reese was currently bleaching my hair, and she was like, "Oh, that's perfect. We have plenty of time." And I was like, "Yeah." So luckily for me, I was watching the recording, so it's like 2.5 hours, but still, forgot all about that. But what a fucking great SmackDown episode that was.
Where I was watching it, the first like hour was dog shit.
It was slow. It was slow.
It was just skipping a lot. Like I was
Oh,
like in the middle of promos, and I'm like, fuck. I thought it was because I was playing the game and then sharing my screen at the same time. I was like, oh, maybe that's fucking up. Nope. Turned the game off. It was still fucking up, and I'm like, this is butt cheeks.
Damn.
It was skipping like the that episode of Futurama when they made the fucking they aged the fucking clones up to the point where it was fucking up time in general. So then they were skipping ahead like 5-10 seconds ahead of time, and
Oh
eventually
yeah.
started getting worse and worse. Like that's what it was like. It just
Eek.
they like, Cody, I'm here to. You gotta watch out. I was like, what? What just happened?
Having Drew come out, what a shocker that was. Like, and I guess now everybody's assuming he's gonna go over to SmackDown now, because of this open trade thing. I'm like, I guess it would fit him being over in SmackDown. Kind of done on
like,
Raw.
Yeah, they are. But also, let's break this inner barrier bullshit that they do have with having everybody on different shows and shit. It's like, let people cross over. If it makes sense, just let it happen. It'll be okay. But don't have like Pure Fusion Collective fucking pop up on SmackDown and like beat up on all the top women on SmackDown. It just look crazy, especially if they went after Nia. Nia's just body bagging everybody.
Right. Was.
Still can. She doesn't need the belt. She's still a body bag niggas. Again, it took a full 30-minute match for Naomi, and then it took her getting EST'd and then the prettiest moonsault to lose that belt. It wasn't a one-on-one straight up. She got her ass beat.
Fair enough. You right? She literally got avengered just to fucking.
Yeah, she got jumped.
Fight back.
Inadvertently.
Fight back. Yeah, you seen the clip of her after? I think I sent it in the fucking Guk channel. Her asking the ref to carry her. And
yeah. She's been doing that a lot lately.
Just so funny. She's so good. But hey, listen. It was Tiffy time. It was about that time. I looked at the clock as it was happening, and I realized it was Tiffy time. Fuck.
You getting in that Netflix groove, I see.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be weird.
Netflix?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be sitting there fucking like oh, who's got the stream up? Who's got the? Oh yeah, I have the stream
have
up,
it. Yeah. Netflix. Let's go. Yeah, gonna be. I think it's gonna go fine. I genuinely think it's gonna go fucking fine.
Yeah, the fact that they got the NFL recording fine, I was like, oh okay.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all didn't do the typical corpo thing.
Yeah.
Of just completely ignoring
now
the people.
Question about going back to SmackDown. I was under the impression that this was gonna. Maybe it still can be. But I thought that this was going to be like the start to like some Drew McIntyre Cody program later on, or it's like until KO or something. And then I was like, nope, just more ways for him to get Bloodline stuff, I guess.
Yeah, because I don't think they've officially said anything about them bringing all the Bloodline shit over to Raw or what. Because they do want Roman, but they also want Cody on Raw. And it's like, all right, now y'all motherfuckers just being greedy. Like,
right.
Be happy with what the fuck y'all getting.
And then that's confusing, and it would allude more to like it'd be better for what you're talking about, like because it's like, well, if the Bloodline goes to Raw, then why would Drew go to SmackDown? But yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, because whole thing he's gonna do is just literally beat everyone's ass until he gets Roman's attention.
Right.
Which brings me into what's his name? Paul Heyman. Bro sus. I've called him being sus since he came back.
What do you mean?
Because the way he's for one, when he did come back, how he was dressed, I was like, that's you look a little too much like Solo with the red and black. Because usually you just wear like neutral colors, so just black and then like gray or some shit
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to your seats. But nah, bro came in with like straight all black suit, but red shirt, red pocket square and shit. And then he counted like The Rock during this promo on Friday, and Solo was surprisingly calm with him. And it's just like, because last time, motherfucker got put through a tape.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's just like, hey, I'll owe you a favor. And it's just like, this is all weird. So,
I mean, but he did let him know he was gonna piss his pants.
yeah, but also, this would be the final straw for Roman to be completely broken down. Because it's like, you constantly, like, no one's going to ignore that every time. Every time something bad happens, you're never actually there, or you're there last second. You let everyone go out there alone. You don't back anybody up. Everyone backs you up. So it's like, yeah, you gotta. Furthermore, of humiliation for your dog. Stop being a bitch. Be out there for your people.
It's crazy because when it comes to this tribal combat match, I was like, like everybody, I'm like, yeah, this will be great if Roman wins. Like, obviously, we want Roman to win. But then when he just added that stipulation of "you will be my wise man," Roman will acknowledge me, and like it's like all this build, and I'm like, I feel like there has to be a payoff for this. Like the story of Solo getting the acknowledgement from Roman is way more fascinating and a way bigger payoff than Roman getting the Ulafala back. Because it's like if he gets the Ulafala back, like in reality, like you still don't have a tribe. Like Sammy's still gonna end up doing something by himself eventually. If the Uso brothers stayed together, I mean, they might hang out with you, but I appreciated the fuck out of the fact that they came out under Jay's music this Friday because I think that makes a huge statement going forward.
Bro, fuck his music right now.
Why?
They did not have to make it that fucking long.
Yo, it was a long. They kept it playing. They looped. I was like, yo.
They were looping the fuck out of it as if like somebody forgot to tell them, yo, we're not in a commercial break right now.
Yeah.
They just kept it going, and I was like, can we start the fucking match?
They just kept like doing camera shots to them in their corner, like talking, and I was like, with the lights out still, and I was like, did they forget to cut the commercial? What happened? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro, I don't know, man. Like, it got to the point where I actually looked up and was like, yo, what are we doing? What's going on? Why do I still hear his music?
But but for real though, the beginning part, even
it was fine.
That shit was hot. That was like them three fucking going crazy, Jimmy, and then them hitting his music. I was like, dude, this is this is so cool. This is the coolest shit ever. Yeah, and then it got to that point where I was like, all right, we're losing cool points right now. we're diving down. Everybody's looking around like it's happening.
It's going crazy.
But yeah, if Roman wins, it's like there's not. That's it.
Learned, dog.
No lessons learned.
Nothing. Still ain't apologize to Sammy, Jay, or Jimmy, or Paul. He ain't apologized to nobody, bro.
He just wants his Ulafala back. That's it. And it's like, yeah. I think you don't need the Ulafala, my guy. I think you need to stay here longer. I think you need to learn more. I think you need to rise up and learn more lessons while Lil Bro takes over. I wouldn't call him that to his face, but
Nah, I think technically Roman is all of their uncle.
Yeah.
But they say they're cousins because they all grew up together.
Oh.
Because that is weird. Yeah, it's just like, hey, here's this other kid who's like maybe 2 years older than me. That's your uncle. It's like calling that nigga uncle. The fuck? that's the cousin right there.
What a
bro.
crazy family line, I swear.
But yeah, I think Paul is gonna betray in some way on Monday and it's gonna leave Roman just distraught, completely distracted, and then he's gonna get. It'll be funny if it's just a roll up pin too, not even like something crazy like he put him out. He just but you're my what?
Yeah. So like I don't know. I guess it would just be like a flip of the switch for Paul, I guess, right? Because it's like I'm thinking about like when he was Wise Man after Mania for Solo and Tama and Tonga and fucking Jacob, and how he was afraid all the time and tired and all this shit. And it's like, well, why wouldn't you just again for story? Yeah, it's like why wouldn't you just be like okay with it to begin with? Why wouldn't you just like start liking it or something instead of like taking the bump to go away and all this shit? Like and then just for in the end for you to be like, actually, I fuck with it, and they are the tribal chief, and they are the actual bloodline, and all this stuff. It'd be a crazy flip of the switch, but that would be the only way if he like fully committed. Because the only other thing that would make sense about him feeling safe to do that is if like he actually is working for the real tribal chief, The Rock, and on Monday, The Rock reveals some crazy stupid plan that he's been a part of with Paul the whole time. Like that would be the only thing that makes sense for him to be feeling safe to be with Jake, because it would be crazy just to be like, yeah, no, I feel safe now. I don't feel like there are at any time they're gonna fucking hurt me, and I can give them actual counsel. Like, no, unless he's just gonna be like, I fuck with it, I fuck with them, let them do what they want. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not happy about any of this Rock shit. Anytime that nigga's name gets just pulled in the conversation, shut the fuck up.
Yep.
I don't care anymore now. I don't care about him. He needs to stay the fuck over there and just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But then I see this stupid ass report. He's like got like 29,000 shares or some shit in TKO. I'm like, Oh my god, this nigga's about to become Vince.
Mm-hmm.
He's just about to be writing himself into anything.
Oh yeah. He's gonna come
especially being on fucking Netflix. Fuck.
He's gonna come in. He's gonna do some crazy shit. He's gonna be like, "Now shut your mouths while I film Moana 4," and fucking, and then he's gonna leave. Shut your mouths while I film Tooth Fairy 3.
I mean, Tooth Fairy 2 not even a thing. What are you talking about?
Tooth Fairy 2 is a thing. It's Larry the Cable Guy in the second one. I'm almost positive about this.
I'm not saying what the fuck to you.
Oh yeah. I could imagine it's shaking your. You're like, what? Larry the Tooth Fairy 2? No.
But now that you say it, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Tooth Fairy 2 with Larry the Cable Guy.
In 2012. Look at that. What was I doing? I was still in high school, but actually when did it come out? Like the day.
That's crazy. I'm gonna revive the franchise.
No, March 6th. So yeah, I was in high school, not caring.
Yeah, so probably surprised. You probably saw him like the fuck. The Michin win over Piper Niven is a good build to get for like an actual big strong win. Another case where it's like if Piper Niven would have won that and like I don't know started building towards the like a Chelsea betrayal or something would be great, but using this to like build to a new Chelsea Michin match, saying that this is what gets her into that match is it was good. It's good. And like I said, I think it's just difference in time and build and whatever, because you can already, and it was Chelsea cutting that incredible heel promo, that selfish heel promo. But after that, it's like the crowd is starting to sway where they're like, no, we want Michin now. And it's like, all right, and that's they did exactly what they wanted to do.
Yeah, having long back attack as that's the wrong anime. As the fucking as a thing that is being said now is fucking hilarious. Because at first when Cole said it, I was like, he ain't say that shit. He didn't really just say long back attack.
He said that's what she calls it.
And then to have motherfuckers complaining about it, saying that's not really twerking, it was like, no shit. Did you just skip over what Cole said, bro? This whole thing is a troll, but you know, whatever. Y'all niggas don't know how to have fun.
And that was the reminder. I'm like, Michin in there having fun, and everybody was like, oh yeah. I mean, the people who were cool were like, oh yeah. I'll always remember when I went to that live Smackdown here in Omaha, and then when Michin finally came out for the second, when it was a double recording. So at that point, people were really tired. But when Michin came out again, I stood up again. I was like, Michin, woo! And the guys behind me, they might as well have been a rock band, because they were a bunch of bros and shit. And then they were like, the one of them was like, this guy likes wrestling. And I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Because he gets it. He was like, yeah, he's got good taste. No more than the actual fans that were the guys next to me in that moment when fucking Andrade was wrestling and he started doing the C thing. And I didn't know that you were supposed to say C. And these guys right in my ear, C. So I was like, oh, shit. And I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, that was him and Shinsuke. They had a real good match.
Oh man, yeah, that was really good. I'm glad.
And then when
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say glad that Shinsuke won that clean in a sense. Like,
yeah,
I'm glad that, but it also sucks for Andrade.
Yeah, it does. But hey, that's what happens when you're on main card. You don't have the belt yet.
That's right.
You just gotta have those matches. But also, I was waiting for the missed attack when LA Knight came out and started beating him. I was like, oh, he's gonna do it now. No, he's gonna do it now. No, okay.
No miss.
He just didn't do it. Bro just got out.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's fine.
I think, you know, I know you're gonna call me an old man. You're gonna be like, it's old shit. Everybody gets it, whatever. But you gotta treat that mist a little bit like not so Tajiri, not so you know how super kicks are now. You gotta like use the, like, if he just uses the mist every fucking time, it'd be broken, it'd be OP. It'd be fucking, everybody would just get fucked on.
That's why it was fun when Tajiri and Asuka did it, because it was always when you would least expect it. I mean, he's probably had the most surprising way was when the Bloodline were in the ring, and then he did it, except he didn't spit it out. He just let it ooze out of his mouth. It was
so
like he was
cool.
fucking foaming at the mouth and just dripping the black liquid of evil. But meanwhile, the evil's around motherfucking Solo's neck right now.
Shinsuke wants the Ulafala. No,
that'd be crazy.
He like points to some bloodline that like shows him all the way in like some corner. He's like, here I am, and I want the fucking Ulafala. Shit. Fuck. What was I saying? Something about, oh yeah, the LA Knight thing in the mist. I'll tell you what I really liked about that. I was wondering if he was going to get misted too. I thought maybe it was going to be like LA Knight was finally going to dodge it, because he's got to dodge it. He hasn't dodged it yet. Him getting on the mic immediately and screaming "yeah" 4 times. Dude, what a beast. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna say something. Yeah. All right.
He was on fire. He was feeling it.
Hell yeah. It got the crowd pumped up. They were like, let's kick his ass. Yeah, it's gonna be I don't know. I don't know what to think about that for the future. I don't even care. That was just awesome. And I'm excited to see their match in the future. But you know LA Knight's gonna dodge it. He's gotta get one. Because he's gotten fucked up by that mist a couple times.
And then I feel like even if he does dodge it, he's gonna be like, oh, you dodged that one, dodge this one. There's gonna be a second capsule.
Second capsule. There will be a second knife. Some ring announcer announcements, the switchovers.
Oh yeah, the swap.
Yeah, I think that's a good swap. I like that. I
honestly thought you were gonna be pretty pissy about not having Jillian on Raw.
No,
I think with the Netflix stuff.
I really like. I think her name's. I want to say, is it Alicia Taylor?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know her last name, but I know her first name's Alicia.
Yeah. I think she had me since NXT, because she knows how to work with the crowd. You know, it's like, I know if any announcer takes over, they got to kind of follow that rule now when you're there. When you let the crowd say one fall, like you say one fall, they're going to be like, hey, motherfucker, that's our job. You know, and like Mike Rowe over there right now does a great job at that. I would love Mike Rowe to be somewhere on the main roster doing the ring announcements. But yeah, no, I thought that was awesome. And I'm like, yeah, I think they said that like Lillian that just worked better for her schedule or something like that. And also she's not going to be around for like a super long time. Like they just have her for like a limited like years contract. Like she's not on for some like 5-year shit. So yeah,
If that's the case, then that's even funnier for everybody who's been pissy with Samantha leaving. Because just like if that's the case, then it's like, oh, they already knew she was out.
Yeah.
And they were just like, all right, cool, we'll get such and such to fill in for that time being.
Yeah.
And it's just like, y'all niggas just be angry.
Let me
just relax.
let me say something about her. Let me say something about Samantha Irvin right now. And I don't think I don't think this means anything. It's just a what if thing, right? Because they were like, oh, for the New Year's show for AEW, Samantha was backstage, and I'm like, along with other, like Baron Corbin was there, and I was like, well, yeah, I was like, her husband is on the fucking yeah. I was like,
that's what my first thing when everyone started complaining about it. I'm like, so you're just not going to be in the same workplace? Like, go wherever your significant other's at. You're just going to be a little bitch about it.
Yeah,
cool.
I was like, that would be no. I was like, for sure. All the speculation, I'm like, it was their end of the year thing. It's like their biggest. It's like a big show for them. It's not like she's been reported at being every single one. If she was been reported at being in every, that would be sketch. But no, I thought that was crazy.
They were like, Beth Phoenix is there too, and I was just like, yeah, their husbands work there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, like, what are we talking about, guys?
Right. Yeah, I thought that was silly, but because of the what ifs that the media is putting on it, they're like talking about again, she doesn't even want to be a ring announcer, and so for them putting the what if of like, oh, well, they might want her to do it in AEW, they're like, I'm like, if she did, then fans would be mad. That would be crazy, because like, here's the thing, if she went to AEW and started wrestling, I mean, do you? But that's because that's what she wanted to do anyway. She wanted to be a wrestler. So if that was the
you just want to do like mic work shit.
I thought she wanted to do some wrestling.
No, no. She only got the wrestling thing because of
Mark Henry, right?
Mark Henry, yeah. And he was like, yeah, I got you a tryout. And she's like, yeah, I fucking sucked at that. I'm not athletic at all. He just wanted to into the wrestling scene so she can do basically what Paul Heyman does. She's gonna be a manager. That's all she wanted. Yeah, that's all she wanted to do. And they were like, nah. And it's just like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So if she were to get led on to do something like that, like I think everybody should respect that, because then that's her being like doing something she wanted to do. But otherwise, like, yeah, no, if she went to AEW and started ring announcing, even if it was just for start, yeah, I would understand a lot of fans being pissed off, because I'd be like, yo, what the fuck, bitch? you can't do that. You can't be like, no, I left because of this, and then go and do the same thing for another company. That'd be fucked.
Yeah, no, if that was the case, then she would have already been somewhere else by now. Because she's been chilling. And even her Twitter page, it's fucking hilarious. It just says fuck, what does it say? Unemployed wrestling troll. Because as soon as she fucking left, everyone's like, "Now you ain't got no job." She's like, "Who cares? My husband's a millionaire." And now she got time, she can actually talk shit back to motherfuckers. So it's funny that she said that. Or at least put that as her in her bio. And she's like, yep, this is good.
Yeah, I think I just think the booking of Ricochet right now in AEW, I'm gonna be honest with you, is bad. Just straight up bad. Like the actual booking.
No, yeah, it's bad.
Like,
but there's light.
There probably is.
Nah, the shit that just happened with him and Swerve. Him like completely embarrassing him and having everybody throw toilet paper in there, and then to turn around this week to have him just randomly show up in the crowd, beat the brakes off of him, bloody him up a little bit, but still look like a psycho because the glasses never fell off. He never untucked his shirt. He has his blood all over him, and he's just staring down at him like, "Yeah, bitch, I got you. I understand now." And then he has his match with Zack Sabre Jr. I think it's probably going on right fucking now. It probably happened this morning. I don't know. But he has his match with Zack Sabre Jr. And it'd be a good chance for him to like almost win the match, to have Swerve to show up, fuck his shit up, and like, nah, you thought I was done with you. I'm not. Well, I'm not gonna let what you just did Wednesday slide like that, bro.
Right. Yeah. That would definitely make the program better for him. But because all this shit leading up to it right now has been, it's one of those things where anybody who's like shitting on actual Ricochet, I'm like, I don't know, man. I was like, this is a very visible booking thing to me, which is, it's a shame because I'm like, yeah, well, bro, like we would have never booked you like that, bro. Like, but like, you know, as you said, it's gonna change over with this. So shouts out Swerve because that's a big. When I saw Swerve involved with that, although yeah, same thing. Like when I saw him destroy him like that, crazy, I was like,
yeah, me too. Because I was just like, fuck, this is rough. Bro.
yeah.
To have him just sitting in there like that, just in the middle of the ring, just holding toilet paper, it's just drenched around him over his shoulders and shit. Or looked like a rabbi out there. And it was just like, damn, son, you gonna let him do him like that?
You gonna let him
And
do
he's
it?
just like, nah, I'm not.
Yeah, good for him. Well, this episode's gonna come out tomorrow, Monday. Today, if you're watching it at all, you're watching it today. It'll be Monday for you, and that means it's Raw on Netflix. It's officially the day. We're very happy about that, and also sad because now tomorrow marks. It's the day. It's the year where we'll finally get all the last ones of John Cena, and boy, will that marketing be crazy! You're gonna be a bunch of merch of the last this, the last that. Every city he goes to.
Thank you for reminding me of that because now I got to see if like that shit sold out or not already. Cause
I bet, yeah. The last time is now shirt. That shit's gonna be fucking.
Yeah, when he came out with it the other, yeah, it's already out. It's no man, it's not like out of stock, but like it's out. They have a whole. They literally have a fucking. Oh no, that's just a signature Funko Pop. Okay, bro, that shit said $369.99. I was just say, hey yo, but it's signed. I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll probably buy some of this stuff because it says like the last tour shit.
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to try too. I think how much are the shirts? Like the
shirts $34.99. There's one that's $44.99. It looks like it has dates on the back. Oh wow, that's actually dope. It has dates on the back. It says Farewell Tour, but it's the days he's won all his championships.
Wow.
Like on the back of it.
That's
so
the
that
44 one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
so
pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, I feel like with that, like, because I feel like with that, like, they know, like, droves of people are gonna buy that. Like, they got to have heavy stock of it. I would feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm excited for it. I have no idea what he's gonna do, and that's the most exciting part is tomorrow. Nobody has a single clue. You can speculate all you want. Not a chance you have like a full blown idea of what he's gonna do tomorrow. But what do you think he's gonna do tomorrow?
He's gonna talk some shit.
Talk some shit.
That's it. Honestly,
he's got to end the promo if you want some, come get some. Like he's got to do that.
And then the Rock's music is gonna hit, and everyone's gonna go crazy. Meanwhile, I'm probably gonna just shut off my computer and go to bed. Because
if it's
him.
I'll be like, dude, no, don't waste our time with this shit.
I'd your fucking 10-minute entrance now.
I mean,
shut your face.
Because it's gonna one of two things is gonna happen. Either he's gonna come out and just cut some promo, and then he'll have some like backstage segments, or he's gonna come out, cut the promo, and like I said, somebody's music's gonna hit. And I mean, whose music would I like to hear? I don't know. CM Punk's, Gunther's.
If CM Punk comes out, it's gonna be all hugs and kisses. They love each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that'll be like the thing he'll do. I think he'll come out and pretend like he's like gonna be me, and then give him a hug, and then talk it up, and then Gunther comes out, and then he's like, "Look at you two old men. You think you're proud of your accomplishments? You can never do what I'm going to accomplish in this sport."
And then him and CM Punk are gonna do that meme where the one guy is complaining in the back to the group of people, and then John Cena's gonna just be like, "Yeah,
cool, man.
Anyway, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Just already just interrupting for no reason, but cool story, bro." But I just thought of something that would be completely left field, and it'd be good and bad for both parties. Uncle Howdy came out, and then it's just like, remember the Nexus? Remember the Spirit Squad? Remember everybody you didn't put over? You abandoned them, ruined careers, and then it's just like, damn. And then he's like, even my brother Bray, he wasn't even Bray Wyatt when all that stuff happened. You know, he was a truck with a fucking Ferrari engine. Who knows what that means?
Everybody knows what that means.
It'd be great if that happened. Like completely left field, and not a lot of people would see it happening. But
Yeah,
or like really understand because it'd be like, what the fuck? Why is he out here?
right. Because it's like the thing with him and when like him and the Fiend did their thing at the COVID Mania, like that was still more. It wasn't really about the story of Cena not putting people over. It was more of just like, you didn't finish me, you didn't take me out, like, you know. And then what if you were like this? What if you were like it wasn't really. But this, yeah, Uncle Howdy's, that's his shtick. Like, look what, don't forget all the bullshit you've done, and we're not gonna let you forget. And yeah, that'd be great. But I don't think that
Yeah,
would
no,
be,
it wouldn't happen.
yeah,
Yeah, no, it'd be dope, but it'd be like it ain't
that'd be
happening.
crazy, man. Yeah, I think it's crazy how like much sense it makes in my head. The more I think about it, I'm like, man, the program with Gunther has to be it. Like him and Gunther going at it will be so fucking good. All right. Well.
Oh, one other funny thing
Mm.
was when Tiffany threw Bianca over the table. The whole time she kind of had to. She was holding her head because her wig was coming off. I thought that was funny as fuck. She had to make sure the wig stayed on before she got tossed.
Oh yeah! Shouts out Bianca.
That shit was funny.
And I mean that dude, that KOD on both sides, fucking, with Nia being able to, like, you know, physically go with it, and for Bianca to be able to do that,
hold her up.
that shit was crazy. Yeah.
And also, what's her name? Naomi, after all these years, finally doing a Samoan drop.
Right? Yeah.
It's like she is part of the family.
That's great. Hell yeah. Shouts out to everybody. What a great week of wrestling. So excited for Raw on Netflix. I know you guys are too. Comment down below what you think about what's going on what will happen this Monday and what's going to happen in the following week of wrestling. What you have speculated for John Cena and his tour. You going to buy the shirts? I'm going to buy the shirt.
I am.
Yeah. And
buying shirt, socks, and I saw that they had what do you call it? Pants, but not pants.
Jorts.
Sweatpants. There we go. They had sweatpants.
Sweatpants.
I'm probably gonna buy those too.
He's gonna have the armbands and the hat.
Those are actually on sale for $10 right now. The armbands and the headband right now, $10.
That's pretty good.
Yep, $10.49.
Whoa!
But the deal ends in 4 hours.
Damn.
Oh no, that's because it said it's the last show is now give. That's okay. Yeah, they're almost out of stock.
Damn. Well, you heard it here first. But if you're hearing it here now, you're already too late.
Yeah, it's done. You're cooked. Good job.
Yep. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.
Bye, nerds.